Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I am going to be putting a toner on my hair. So I picked up this one from Superdrug. So this is the Revolution Hair Bond Restore Toner Kit in White Blonde. I've used a few Revolution colours actually in the past. I tried the semi-permanent one when I was darker, and that was a red one. Absolutely loved it, really nice. And I can't remember the others that I've tried, but I have tried a few. But this is the first time that I've tried one of their toners. So, oh, the PLEX, that's what I meant. The PLEX range, I've tried that as well. So yeah, this is from the PLEX range. So it says it neutralises yellow tones, restores, strengthens and conditions. So basically I just need to tone my hair. I did my roots about 3 maybe 4 weeks ago now, and yeah, just at the root here, funnily enough it's worse on one side than the other, but on my root section here I try to keep on top of it, but it does tend to kind of wash out quicker than the rest. Probably because it's more kind of over processed down here than it is up here. But as you can see, it's kind of starting to go a little bit yellow at the root section just there. So I thought I'd slap on a toner. So this, as I say, I picked up from Superdrug, and I think it cost me about £7. But I do think they are on Revolution's website for around a £5 at the moment. I'll link it down below for you. So in this kit, we get our instruction leaflet. We also get a conditioner in there as well, which I think is a leave-in conditioner. And then we have our developer, and we have our white cream colour, which says 1001 if you know about hair colouring. And then we've got some gloves as well. So I normally get 2 kits if I'm doing like box colour, but I just got the one because I want to concentrate it more on the root and then just take the excess through to the ends really. Because my ends are kind of fine. They're still quite they're not yellow, if you know what I mean. So this needs to be used on dry hair rather than damp hair. So we are going to go straight on and whack this straight onto my hair as it is. It does say it's best to be used on hair that's a couple of days old from washing. So yeah, mine's, I think this morning will be kind of like my 3rd day. So it is kind of quite greasy, but it's fine. So that's what it recommends. So it says on the instructions it's best to do a patch test 48 hours before application, and also it's not to be used on hair that has been coloured with henna or metal dyes or colour restorers. Apparently this also only takes 20 minutes to take, so yeah, that's great. Right then, so we'll start by mixing it up. So I'm going to mix the cream colour with the developer. I think I'm going to do it in a bowl rather than in the bottle, just because I prefer, especially on the root section, I just prefer to use a brush. So we'll pop the developer into the bowl. Yeah, there's not much in here at all. So if you've got hair probably my length and you're wanting to do like a really good sort of all over tone, I would say sort of 2 bottles really. Any longer, maybe 3 or even 4. Doesn't really have a smell, so there's no like strong smell or anything. And then the cream colour, just pop this in, and then we'll give it a good mix. So I'm just going to use my brush to do that, so give it a good mix up. And then we're left with this kind of thing. So it's kind of a creamy consistency, but a kind of off-white colour. I was expecting it to be a little bit more purple, to be honest, but there we go. We'll go with it. Right then, so to apply it to my hair, I'm going to take you through to my bathroom because I don't want to get anything on my carpet. So I'm going to start off by just giving my hair a quick brush, just to make sure that there's no knots or anything. Fantastic. And then I'll take my gloves and we'll just pop those on. Brilliant. So gloves on. So we are going to start at the root, which is what it actually suggests to do in the instructions as well anyway. So I'm going to start off here, and then I'm not going to go literally all the way through my roots because I want to concentrate it more on kind of the top sections really, or the bits that you see, if you know what I mean. So I'm probably going to take it to about there, like front and back. And then we'll kind of drag it through my roots as well with whatever's left over. My roots, my ends with whatever's left over. So we just start on this side. So as I say, I want to kind of go where my hair is a bit more yellow at the root here. So kind of there really, which is where I had my regrowth before I bleached my roots basically. So we're looking like that on this side, obviously, which is, you know, completely covered. I wanted to get plenty of product on there. So I'm going to continue to do that, as I say, kind of probably another 2 sections, if you know what I mean, like down, because as you'll probably notice, the further down it gets, it's actually kind of less brassy at the root anyway. I think probably because there was more heat down here. So yeah, we're going to continue to do that. I'm going to do that at the back as well. Right, okay, so I've completely done all those roots now. I'm just going to give it a little massage just to make sure like it's completely in. And then hopefully as well it'll go a little bit deeper, like lower down. But yeah, you don't get much product. So as I say, if you've got hair my length, well mine's quite thick as well. But yeah, I would say you'd need sort of 2, maybe even 3 if you want it really saturated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just leave that for 10 minutes. And then for the last 10 minutes, I'm just going to, with what's left in there, I'm just going to kind of take it through a bit to the ends, if you know what I mean, just as much as I can really. But yeah, if I show you, that's how much is left. So there's not much at all, probably enough for me to do kind of like just run it through with my fingers through to the ends on each side really, but it's not going to cover it. Right, so it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to take the excess of the colour that's left over and just kind of take it through like this really to the ends. I'm mindfully taking a third here so I can do each side in the back, kind of rub it into my hands, and then as I say, I'm just going to take it like this. Right, okay, so that's the colour all gone now, so it's completely empty. So yeah, I mean, as I say, you don't get a lot from one box. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but obviously if you've got hair my length, I would say 2 or even 3 boxes. If you've got particularly long hair, you're going to need kind of, I would say 5 at least to, you know, really saturate your hair. So I'm going to leave this on now for another 10 minutes and then I'll go ahead and wash it off. I'll come back and show you when it's wet. Yeah, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so it's all washed out. Obviously it's wet, it's hard to tell, but I don't think it's made an awful lot of difference, to be honest with you. It still looks kind of just as brassy as the root as it did before. I don't know. We'll see when it's dry. You can never tell properly until it's dry. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now. Right, okay, so this is how it's turned out, all dried and straightened and everything. I do like it. I do think it's made a slight difference, especially obviously to the root area here, which is where I was concentrating on. It is still a bit brassy. Well, it's not really brassy. If I cover like the whiter part, you can see it's not really brassy, but it is, you know, a darker blonde, I suppose, which, you know, it's not going to even it out, is it? But yeah, so I suppose with regards to taking the brass away, it has definitely done that. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go over it again with another layer of bleach, aren't I? But never mind. Yeah, so in conclusion, basically, if you're trying to get rid of brass, it works. It does do that. It has done that. But if you're trying to go a bit lighter, then it's not going to do that, which I suppose in hindsight, it's not, is it? It's not a colour, it's a toner. But I'll tell you what, the condition with the PLEX in it, the condition of my hair is lovely. It's so soft, really nice. So yeah, just give you a bit more of a close-up. So this is obviously the area I was concentrating on. This is the rest of my hair. The same on this side. This is the side I said was a bit, it was a bit darker here. So there. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the back there as well. So yeah, it works. It does what it's supposed to do, I suppose. So yeah. So as always, I will leave the link of the product in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!